out. I've actually replaced, this is a great segue, I've replaced my producer with artificial intelligence.
Oh, how so?
Completely.
So what does that do for you?
So currently, well, I hit record on the buttons, but they're recording now with no manned help.
Are we already recording?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're a half an hour in, dude. Yeah, we're recording. I hope we are. I hope is there a green light on this?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, so I record all this here, and then I hit the off button when we leave, and then I go into Adobe Premiere,
Mm-hmm.
which is attached to my Creative Suite account,
Right.
and I have a plugin built into Adobe called AutoPod AI. Or AutoPod FM. Yeah, it's called FM. I mean, I don't understand what the FM's about. It's not a radio thing at all. But that directly automates the entire 3-hour podcast in 27 seconds.
Wow.
So, like, usually I'd have to go and edit and chop all the way to the end. You understand editing, I'm sure, at least a bit. You're not a total noob.
I'm not a video guy, but I have done some anyway.
Yeah, and so, like, you're chopping up the clips, and you're cutting out all this whenever you're talking. It's on you. It does all that for me now.
So even it'll, like, if you're talking, it'll use the clip with the footage of you.
Yeah. So, like, right there, that sequence right there, when you were talking, it knows that you're talking. But now I'm talking, and so it's on me. Hey. Yeah, and then
Is it doing it currently or after the fact?
After the fact.
Okay.
But it's fine. Come this way a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. You're fine. You're fine. Bring it with you. There you go. You're getting used to this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But so it's been really convenient, and it saved me a lot of money.
Yeah, that's really time consuming to do the editing part like
money
that.
And time, because none of my producers ever edited for me anything. They just ran the switchboard, and so I was doing it real time when they were in here.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found was they would be falling asleep at the wheel, or their cuts would be kind of like haphazard. So I'd have to still go back and edit anyways. And so now AI
it's
does
hard
it.
to find good people.
Well, AI does it perfectly.
Wow.
Oh, and I named my AI Stefan. So,
Okay.
so Stefan never falls asleep at the wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
What program is that you're using? Is it video specific?
Well, that specifically is Adobe Premiere.
It has something built in?
Well, it was a plug-in that
Okay.
I purchased, and it's like $30 a month.
Okay.
And it also will auto-create other edits too. Like, you can give it a batch of content, and it will, like, you know how in Reels, like if you do a Reel, it'll like auto-edit. If you give it 5 clips, it'll auto-edit that for you into like a 27-second piece or something.
Mm-hmm.
It does the same thing, only in Premiere.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you using my Midjourney? Are you using the AI interfaces yet?
Like for visual stuff?
As a designer?
So I've used it in 2 different ways so far. One is we've seen there are some clients that maybe don't want to pay for a professional to create an illustration. You know, that might add a good bit of cost.
Yeah.
So those types of clients, if they can't find like a freelancer or a college student that wants to do an illustration for more cheaply, then they may find a stock image or something that they pay $50 for, right?
Yeah.
And you can find lots of really cool stuff, and it's cheap because other people are buying it too, and it's probably out there somewhere else. And
Yeah.
so some people that don't have a problem with that for, like, say, a limited release beer label, it's like only the local people are going to see it anyway, and it's only going to be around for a few months. So I don't really care if this art shows up somewhere else, right? It's okay if it's not super unique. So those types of people before may have purchased something from like Adobe stock, and that could be photography or vector art or whatever. And a lot of times they still want a designer to create the label, because there's a lot that goes into that part, you know, meeting government regulations and type sizes and making sure their beer name looks good with it and everything like that.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing the clients that did that before, now they're generating custom art through Midjourney or DALL-E or something like that.
Yeah.
To where it's still super affordable. It might even be cheaper than what they were getting as a stock image.
Yeah.
And it's more custom. I mean, it's not.
Well, Midjourney gives you 30 images a day for free.
Yeah. I was testing out, I think Dolly, and you get like 15 credits a month or something. So you only get to put in like 15 prompts. So I don't know. They're all a little different, I guess. But yeah. So they'll generate something and it looks custom, at least custom enough for what they're doing.
Well, it comes with a series of biases too. I was trying to create a concept. I was like, show me Lucifer before he was Satan.
Okay.
I was like, just fucking around. I was like, show me the most beautiful angel ever. That's what they called him, right? Like,
it was like the
and it kept showing him demonic, and I'm like, no, because before the separation from God, he was like the most beautiful, most talented angel to ever exist. So show me that, and it couldn't do it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
It sent me back this like haphazard version of Jesus, but with like a unibrow. I was like, that's not him. But I was trying to see what its limitations were.
Yeah.
And it seems like what's it basing all of its, because, they are all, whatever its biases are, because it's just coming off of what it learns from the internet. Mm-hmm. So, but how did it learn that Lucifer was a demon? And so basically, like, how does it know all this? And then, like, where is it getting its information from? Did it pull down the entire Old Testament? Is that what it did?
Right.
Or is it basing it off of Wikipedia? Mm-hmm. Like, where is it finding the information to know that? Because, at the point, like at the beginning of its existence, it was just a blank AI. Mm-hmm. It had no idea. It hadn't learned anything yet. Mm-hmm. It hadn't absorbed any of our global conscience, right? So it would have had no way to answer that at all. It could only speculate. But now, based on what it's read, mm-hmm. like what has it read that gave it that series of biases to see Lucifer as a demon, or to see.
Interesting that it couldn't create that, or wasn't getting it right, because while I'm sure that information, I know that information's out there, right? If you read.
And I actually remember seeing as a kid like a picture of Lucifer before. And he was he was like the most beautiful. He was glowing. Okay. He was pristine and perfect. And but it was someone had like hand drawn an oil painting.